Hey, this is Kina Knisley, and this is Real Talk About Real Estate. I'm with Keller Williams in Honolulu, and I am with Jerry Niesman, who covers Fort Myers, Florida, and Cape Coral. So, Jerry, thanks for being with us today. So, how are things in your area?
They're fantastic. I mean, as fantastic as it can be when the headlines all say that we have the worst market in the entire United States.
Oh, are you worse than Vegas? I just talked to a Vegas agent. They claim to have the worst market. Y'all need to fight for that. I think it's going to get better,
Well, I
right? Isn't your
I'm
government
not
going to get
claiming
the
it's the
property
worst market.
tax?
I'm saying the national headlines say we're the worst market.
Well,
Personally,
listen to
I
me,
don't think
guys.
so. No, so here's the funny thing about it. That's actually a really good thing because what that means is there's deals.
Yes. Now's the time to get, yeah, we're seeing a ton of them. I just got a 100K off offer. 100K.
Yeah. I mean, it's basically what that means is that our prices have come down more than any other um, major market in the US. It doesn't mean it's a bad market as in don't buy.
Yeah.
It means it's a good time to buy because prices have come down. It's rough if you're a seller
Yeah, I was going to
and
say,
bought
don't sell.
like if you bought in 2023 or 2024, then it's rough and trying to resell.
I did. I bought a Margaritaville in 22.
Eh,
Yeah, I
but the
know.
thing is, it'll come back.
And you know what? We have no intentions on selling it. So,
Right.
right now,
So
we
if
just rent
if
it
you
out.
bought
It
in
was okay.
if you yeah, if you bought in 2023 and 2024 and you need to resell, then it's a problem. If most people that bought in 2023 and 2024 don't need to resell though.
Yeah.
So like typically most people don't resell a house within a year or two. It's, 5 to 7 or 10 years.
Please.
And at that point you'll be fine.
So
The market
rough.
will be back up by then.
Yeah, I've had a couple that have come back a year or two later and had to sell because of family situations, and I'm just like,
Yeah. It does happen.
yeah.
And it's rough when it happens, but it's not super common. So at the end of the day, if you don't need to resell, it's not a big deal. And if you bought before that, you're still up. So
yeah. So it's buy
and
and hold, right? Just buy and wait. So
yeah, and the market is we're seeing the market shift. We're seeing the beginning signs of a shift back now. So it's we've now had three months in a row of increased year over year sales increases.
oh wow. So that's
So now that we're starting to see the transaction volume increase, that's usually a leading indicator that the market's starting to shift. And so I expect sometime in the next probably 6 months or so, we'll start to see prices kind of turn the corner.
yeah. So now as far as investing, investors can come in and pick up a deal in cash flow in your area, or how is it there for short-term or long-term rentals?
Yeah, you can cash flow either short term or long term, depending on what it is. I mean, obviously, we've got to find you a deal. It's of course sellers are still trying to get as much as they possibly can, but there are opportunities to be able to get deals that work. Typically, it's newer homes because the really tough part. And you guys probably have this too, being well, I don't know. You guys don't have hurricanes in Hawaii.
No, you have impacted us too. You in California, they think
but
we're
it's
a friend and we're getting beat up too on the insurance. I think we're taking a hard
right.
than you are because Maui,
Yeah.
we're special. We have a hurricane and a wildfire all at the same time, and our
Nice.
insurances have almost quadrupled in some buildings.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys have kind of similar situation. And for us, it's the older homes.
Mhm.
New homes are still, insurance is not that expensive. I mean, of course, it depends on the price range and everything. But if you're buying a typical home that people would buy as excuse me, as an annual rental. Typically in that like $300,000 to $400,000 range. Your insurance is $1,200 a year.
Yeah.
On a newer home. On a on a more expensive property, of course, is going to go up from there. But on a similar priced older home built in the 80s, your insurance is probably four to $5,000 a year.
Yeah. And
still
then
in that $300,000 to $400,000 price range. So
we're getting hit with they want new roofs.
Yep.
They want the roofs replaced. So I just tell sellers, just budget for that credit, or budget, you got to budget for replacing the roof, right? So, but
yeah, I mean,
people move to Fort Myers and Cape Coral 4. What's there? I've never actually been there. So,
primarily it's the weather. So there's two things. I mean, the vast majority of our people relocating to Fort Myers, Cape Coral, are coming down from up north somewhere. We're in Florida, so basically everywhere is north for us, except Hawaii. So it's primarily weather, number one, and then no state income tax.
Yeah, and your governor's talking about getting rid of those property taxes.
Potentially no property tax too.
Like, sales tax and you have property tax. How are you fixing those roads and helping those schools? But none of my business. I will tell you, I pay $1,000 a year property tax on my little house in Florida. I would appreciate it if there wasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he plans on paying for the stuff that property taxes pay for, but if he figures it out, then hey, whatever.
I know, I'm all for it. I don't live there.
Yeah.
So I just have that cute little house there. But so now, is there industry in your area or military?
Well, I mean, it's called Fort Myers. There's no fort. No, we primarily, I mean, it's a big, super popular location among retirees. So we do have a very significant veteran presence, but they're retired, they're retired military. We do have a VA, a big VA facility in Cape Coral, hospital and everything. So it's, so that is right there. And so that is a big draw to Fort Myers and Cape Coral from, because they're right next to each other, for retired military. So we do have a big retired military population, but nothing active duty. I mean, there's a very small Coast Guard, I don't even know what to call it, outpost. It's like, I think there's like 6 guys stationed there.
Oh. So we have one too. It's a little bigger than that.
Right. So yeah, I mean, but there is, they have worked very hard. I mean, it historically, the joke was when, like before we moved down, I mean, we moved down in 2010. And for years and years and years before that, the joke was it's the land of the newlyweds and nearly deads. So people would come for their honeymoons.
All right, nasty comments. He's kidding.
Hey, I didn't make it up. But people would come down for their honeymoons, and they would come down after they retire.
No, that's pretty cool, though. I mean, if it's that relaxed, chill. I need to check it out. So.
Yeah, so the bulk of our industry has historically been construction and hospitality. However, they have worked very hard in changing that since the recession, since 2007, and bringing more and more companies in. So we have Hertz's worldwide headquarters was relocated. They relocated from up north down to Estero, which is a smaller town in Lee County, just south of Fort Myers. They relocated there. We have a Sony World headquarters. We have a big medical device manufacturing company, Arthrex.
Oh, wow.
Moved their corporate headquarters down. We have a pretty significant. We've had a lot of big international companies and large national companies move down because it's tax friendly for them.
Yeah.
Their employees want to come because it gets them out of the cold. It gets them, they have no state income tax. So they, quite frankly, the companies a lot of times can get away with a little bit lesser compensation package because the employees don't feel it because they don't pay a state income tax, or the employees get a raise, without getting a raise, just because they get to keep more money in their pockets. So
that is a great benefit. Yeah.
Yeah. So they have done a very good job of marketing that to businesses to bring people in.
Yeah. So what is something you want people to know about your area? What do you tell people when they want to move there?
Well, I mean, it's the majority of my clients are retirees or near retirees relocating. That's the bulk of what we do is relocation clients. And so really it's, it's the question of what part of Florida do you want to be in? Because everybody just thinks Florida's a giant beach. So
I think everybody lives beachfront here too. I'm like, somebody has to live in the middle of the island. No, it's not all beachfront.
I mean, your background kind of makes it look like it is.
I know. That's about a $2.2 million view, though. I don't even have that kind of view.
Right.
It's Colina.
So, right.
Yeah.
I mean, so the big pull, I mean, of course, because all of Florida has warm weather, all of Florida has no state income tax. So when it comes specifically to Fort Myers and Cape Coral is really well known for boaters. So if you are a boater, if you want to have your boat in your own backyard, or whether it's fishing, just cruising, pulling up sandbars or shelling or whatever, Cape Coral has more miles of canals than Venice, Italy.
Oh, really?
Of Gulf access canals, so you can get out into the Gulf. Keep your boat right in your backyard. You go out whenever you want. You hop on your boat. You go through your canals. Go out into the Gulf.
Cool.
So that's the really big draw for Cape Coral. Also, Cape Coral has excellent schools. In some of the best schools in terms of Lee County. So it is a big draw for families as well. And the city has been putting a lot of money into adding amenities. They've built like 12 new parks in the last 2 years. Huge tennis and pickleball facility. I think they got like 18 pickleball courts and 12 tennis courts and all kinds of stuff. So they're working really hard at adding public amenities for people, because quite frankly, there was not a lot of that in years prior. So they're really finally starting to put stuff like that in. Wow. So that's really nice.
So this has been Kina Knisley with Real Talk About Real Estate. Thank you so much, Jerry, for sharing about your area. I'll see you guys next time.